Welcome back, everyone. We are studying the losses in pipe flow. In that, we have studied one major loss, that is a frictional loss. We have derived that equation, head loss due to the friction, HM, 4FL P square divided by 2 into GD here. Now we will start studying the minor losses. In that minor losses, one small derivation we will do for sudden enlargement. Sudden enlargement means when the pipe, a smaller diameter pipe, is connected to the larger diameter pipe, like this here. This is a smaller diameter pipe and this is the larger diameter pipe here now. Then when the fluid is flowing like this here, the fluid is flowing, it is a flow direction here, flow direction. Then this is the larger diameter pipe, exit here. Where the loss will takes place here now? The loss will takes place when the fluid is coming in the smaller pipe. There will be the fluid, the layers are attached with the surface of the smaller pipe. When suddenly they are moving to the larger diameter pipe here, what happens? They will not follow this surface here now. This is the surface here. This surface it will not follow. Where they will go? They will go like this here, here. Then afterwards it will follow this one. Here they will go like this, then they will also follow here. What about here? Here some adverse pressure gradients will take place. So that will leads the vorticities will form here now in this zone. Some vorticities or the disorderness of the molecules, water particles will take place. That is the main cause for the loss here now. So therefore, now we will take two sections to study this loss. This loss is called as the sudden enlargement loss. To account this loss, we are taking one head here now. That is called as the HE. E indicates enlargement. This HE is the head loss due to the sudden enlargement here now. So we will take it. This is the axis of these pipes here now. So smaller diameter pipe. So here I will take a smaller diameter. I will take one section 1. Where the fluid is starts attaching to the larger diameter pipe, there I will take the section 2 here. I will take section 2 here. Sudden enlargement is happening like this here. Here the sudden enlargement will take place here. Now here, because this pipe is horizontal here, so therefore Z1 is equal to Z2. Potential energy not exist. Potential head is not there here. So next one is as the usual notations here now. The velocity at section 1 is V1, the cross sectional area is A1 and the diameter is D1 here now. So and at section 2 here now, V2, A2 and D2. Here one thing, it is a D1 is less than the D2, means smaller diameter is connected to the larger diameter. First fluid is flowing through a smaller diameter, then afterwards suddenly it will enlarge to the larger diameter pipe here. Now I will apply the Bernoulli's equation for the section 1 and 2 here now. Yes, then next one is V1 divided by rho g plus it is V1 square divided by 2g plus it is Z1 is equal to P2 divided by rho g plus it is P2 square divided by 2g plus it is Z2 plus what? The head loss due to the sudden enlargement, as losses has to be added at the right side of the Bernoulli's equation as we have discussed here. So therefore it is plus it is HE here. So now this pipe is horizontal, this Z1 and Z2 will get cancelled. Next again I will simplify this relation here now. So after that simplification, what I am getting here now, this HE is equal to, I will make it this relation here, HE is equal to, so this one I can write it here now, P1 minus P2 divided by rho g here now, P2 by rho g if I take this side here now, plus here, plus V1 square minus this V2 square if I take the left side here now, it is V2 square divided by it is 2 into G here. So this is the final that HE equation what I am getting here. So it is HE is equal to P1 minus P2 divided by rho g plus here now P1 square minus P2 square divided by 2g here now. This is equation I am getting here now. So call this is equation 1 here now. This equation at the last it is required here now. At the last this equation is required because we are deriving the equation for the head loss due to the sudden enlargement. For this we are deriving here now. Now another one consideration will comes here in this case. The pressure forces, if I take that forces here now, there is a pressure force. Because of the pressure difference only fluid is flowing. So therefore pressure force it is at section 1 is more than the section 2 here now. Always fluid is moving from the higher pressure to the lower pressure zone here now. The pressure force at section 1 is, it is a P1A1, right? And pressure force at the 2 is P2A2 here now. But what happens here now? So when that it is suddenly enlarged here at this zone here, at this zone suddenly enlarged here, definitely there will be the loss of some pressure head. Some head loss will be takes place here now. How that has to be accounted here now? How that has to be accounted adverse that pressure gradient? It is accounted that experimentally, that is the experimentally it is accounted by P dash here. P dash is the pressure will develop due to the change of area, cross-sectional area. What is the area is here now? Small area. Here is a big area. Suddenly that fluid will be exposed to the bigger area. Because of the change of the area, the pressure will also develop. And that pressure is experimentally it has been found that is in the direction of the flow here now. So therefore under one that the pressure it is a developing here now, that is P dash pressure force in bracket change of area. Change of area is it is A2 minus A1 here. So this is the pressure force which will be developed due to the sudden change of the area here now. Very important here. And experimentally it is assumed that, so this P dash here now, experimentally it is assumed that this P dash is equal to P1. Almost it is P dash is equal to P1. So therefore under one pressure force in the direction of the flow in the where that loss will be takes place, that is P1 in the bracket A2 minus A1 here now. So therefore there are three pressure forces are there here. One at section 1 is P1A1 in the direction of the flow, and opposite in the direction of the flow at section 2 P2A2, and also in the zone where that sudden that area is changing, enlarging, due to the change of the area some pressure will develop which is along the direction of the flow, that is equal to P1A2 minus A1. There are three forces will be developed here in this case. Now I will take this one in here. Yeah. Now the force balance. Now I will assume that Fx is the force. Fx is the force which along the x direction. Along the x direction means it is the central axis towards the right side that flowing here now. Force is equal to what? At the section 1 that force is, pressure force is P1 into A1 here, and at section 2 is, it is opposite to the flow here now, minus it is P2 into A2 here. And another one force as I have told here now, this is a force which will develop where the sudden area is changing, that is also in the direction of the flow. So therefore it is plus here now, plus P1 in bracket A2 minus A1 here. A2 minus A1. Just I will expand this one now. Fx is equal to P1 A1 minus it is P2 A2. Then it is plus P1 A2 minus P1 A1 here now. Now this P1A1, this P1A1 I will get cancelled here. I will simplify it, this relation. These are the two terms here left here. Now Fx is equal to here A2 is the common here. I will take it out here now. So therefore, what is the relation I am getting here now? A2 in the bracket P1 minus P2. This is the relation what I am getting. Call this is equation number 2 here. This is the force what I am getting here now. So next one, another way of getting the force. Yes, possible here now. Another one way of getting the force is, that is by the momentum equation. Momentum equation is what here now? By the momentum equation. That is, what is that momentum equation? Rho A into V square here now. Rho A into V square. It is F is equal to ma. That is a momentum. F is equal to ma. Newton's second law of motion here now. That is force here now. That is, we can write that F is equal to ma in this way also. Rho A into square of the velocity here now. Just if I write the momentum equation for section 1 and 2, because the momentum difference between section 1 and 2 will develop a same force Fx here now. So therefore the difference between that momentum in section 2 and 1 is, that is Fx is equal to, at section 2 that momentum is rho A2 P2 minus rho A1 P1 square here now, P2 square and P1 square at section 1 here. This is the difference between the momentum of at section 1 and 2 will create the same force Fx here now. It will create the same force here in this case. So now what I will do here now, I will apply the continuity equation for the section 1 and 2. What is the continuity equation? By the continuity equation. Continuity equation, what I am getting here now? A1 V1 is equal to A2 into V2 here now. I will make this relation A1 is equal to, here just it is a mathematical that simplification here now. So therefore A1 is equal to, it is A2 V2 by V1 here. V2 by V1. Just what I will do here now, I will substitute this A1 here at this equation here. If I substitute that equation there, what I am getting here now, I am getting the one relation here, that is the Fx is equal to here, that what I am getting here now, see here, rho A2 V2 square minus rho, this A1 I will replace. A1 is equal to, it is A2 V2 divided by V1. Already it is V1 square is there here now. So again I will simplify this one now, that Fx is equal to rho A2 V2 square minus here this V1 1 will get cancelled. It is rho, it is A2 P1 into P2. So this is equation what I am getting. Call this is equation number 3 here. Call this is equation number 3 here. Now we will compare the equation number 2 and 3 here now. Equation number 2 is also Fx. Equation number 3 is also Fx. So therefore equation number 1 is equal to 2. We have to make it this relation here now. So therefore now I will make it this comparison here. Just I will make it that comparison here now. Or else we will take in the next video lecture the comparison of equation number 2 and 3, and we are continuing the derivation to derive for head loss due to the sudden enlargement. Thank you. We'll see in the next video lecture. Thank you very much.